Hello guys, welcome to my this video, and in this video just I will show you how you can create this type of design. So first of all, this site will look like this, but when just I will scroll down so you can see the scroll effect. So I will show you the preview. If I scroll down so you can see the background image is not visible and the site is going dark, and guys header is position fixed, and when just I will scroll up you can see the site is still visible and the header is not position fixed. So this design I will make in this video, and guys here I have used HTML, CSS and JavaScript. HTML and CSS I use only for this design and the structure, and JavaScript I use for adding this scroll effect. I mean when just I'm scrolling down you can see the header is fixed and the site is going dark and the background image is not visible. So this functionality I have used JavaScript, and guys here I have written custom code, and I will try to explain very easy way, then you can easily understand and you can create by your own self. Okay, so guys now I will move to my Visual Studio Code editor for making this video, and before that guys I will request to you, if you don't subscribe my channel, so please subscribe this channel, and if you find this video is helpful, so please like this video also, and also you can press the notification bell icon. So now guys I will open my Visual Studio Code editor. Okay, so you can see this is my Visual Studio Code editor, and here you can see I have created some basic structure of HTML, and I know you know how to create this basic structure of HTML, and just here I will explain. You can see this is the Bootstrap CSS link, you can see here. So this is Bootstrap CSS CDN link. Okay, so this link I will provide in my description. So if you don't know how to from where to get this Bootstrap CDN CSS CDN link, so just you can go to my description and there I will put this link. So just you have to be write link relation style set and the href, and inside this href you have to provide this link. Okay, that I will provide in my description, and this is one is the style.css. so I have created a CSS page, external CSS page and external JS page. So this link I have added. So this style.css page link you can see I have added inside this header tag. Okay, so you have to be do the same thing, and this custom.js link you can see I have added. You can see here just above of this end of this body tag. Okay, so you have to be do the same. So you will not just put this script tag inside this head tag. Okay, you have to be put script tag just above the end of this body tag. Okay, here how I am doing here. So now guys I hope it's clear, and now here just I will start to write code. Okay, so first of all guys here I will write the code for background image. I will show you in the preview. So you can see, so first of all this is the background image, so I will create the code for this background image, and guys here just I will open this in this tab, this design, and this one is my project. So in this here I will just create this design. Okay, so first of all the background image, so here I will create this background image. So first of all here I will write div class. Here I will write the class name is class, and guys class name, id name and variable name in JavaScript you can write as per your choice. Okay, so here I will write bgimg. so this is my class name, you can write anything as per your choice. And now guys first of all I will write the CSS. So I will copy this body tag. Body is the common tag, so first of all I will add the CSS for our body tag, so this one. And now here I will write that is first of all padding. So padding is 0 and the margin is also 0. Padding used for add some space inside this element, and margin used for adding some space outside this element, that I already explained in my previous tutorial. Okay, so here just I will not go to the div, and now here I will add the CSS for this bg image. So in this class I will add our background image. So first of all here I will add background image URL. So this is the CSS property for adding background image, and here guys I have already stored some background image and other some images. Okay, so that images you can find Google easily. And now here this one is done, and now I will add the another some CSS property, that is background size. Background size is cover. I mean this image size will cover whole of this background. I mean suppose this image size is 200 pixel and the background is 1000 pixel, so that time this background image 200 pixel will cover our 1000 pixel background. Okay, that is background size cover, and the background position is fixed. Fixed means, you know guys, I don't need to explain that one. So background position just here I will write position. Okay, so position fixed, and now guys here I will write width. So guys, I have to be set the width and height of this background image. So width is 100% and also height. So height is also 100%. I mean it will just cover all whole of our background. Okay, so that's why 100%. And now when we write position css property, I mean this one, so that time we are to set our position of this element. I mean from where the element will start, because I have written position, so that time we have to write the position. So top is 0 and the left will be 0, you can see like this. Okay, and when we write position, so another important css property, that is jet index. So first of all you have to be understand why we write position we write for making our div floated. So that means this bg image is now floated div. So, I mean this bg image class will be floated. So that time from where the div will be floated, so that we are to define. I have defined here top and left, and how much the div will be floated, so that we are to define. So that is jet index, I mean how much the div will be floated. So I have written that jet index -1. Okay, so this one is saved, and now if I refresh this one, so you can see the background image is added. This is done, and now I will go to our HTML page again, and here I will write div id is here I will write that is bg position. Okay, this is id. So now I will just copy this id, and again in this css I will paste this id name, and here I will write first css property, that is position absolute. I mean here I have written the position again, that means I want to make this div floated again. Okay, it's clear now. And when we write position, so that time the previous one I have set our width and height of this element. So here also same thing I will do. Width is 100% and height is also 100%, and here I have to be set our from where the div will start to float, top and left, like previous one. Previously I have added top and left property also. So top and left, and guys one thing here I will set the background color. Background color is this blackish color. And now guys here I will write opacity. So opacity is 1. So save, and now if I refresh, so we will find the difference. So you can see now the background image is full cover on this background black color. Okay, and guys here this color, but guys if I want to hide this color, so here I can change the opacity of. If I write opacity is 0, so that means this background color will not be visible, because the background color opacity is now 0. Okay, this is I hope clear. So if I write save, you can see background image is visible, but when I will write opacity 1, so that means this background color will be visible, that is blackish, and the image will be hide under this black color. So that's clear. Okay, so now first of all by default I will set opacity is 0. So this is done. And guys when just I will scroll our page, so when I will scroll our page, so that time here I will add some classes on this bg position. Okay, so that's why I have added this id, because when we write this script code, so that time I will write like this document.get element by id, and id will be our bg position. So that's why this one I didn't write here class name. I have written here id. Okay, and in this id here I will add the class, and the class will be this animated class. So now here I will create this class, that is .bg. Okay, so now in this .bg, first of all here I will write opacity. Opacity is 1 and important. I mean when I will scroll our page, so in this bg position, I mean in this bg position here I will add a class dynamically by our script. Okay, and the class will be added dynamically, that is this bg. I mean first of all it will be opacity is 0, and when I will add this class, so that means here in this class I have written the css property, that is opacity 1. So I mean it slowly it will be at this background color. I mean this background color will be visible, because here I have added opacity 1, and this class I will add here. So that means here it will not show opacity 0, it will show opacity 1, and the black color will be visible. And now guys here I hope it's a clear. And now here when I will just add this busy color, so that time so this background color I want to add very smoothly. Okay, so that's why here I have added I mean I will add some transition. So transition is 1s and all is. So that means this opacity will be 1 and the background color will be visible, but it will be very smoothly. Okay, and the animation duration, I mean how long it will take to cover this background color fully black. So that's why animation duration will be 4 seconds. That is duration. So animation duration will be 4 seconds. I mean it will take 4 seconds for doing this background color black. I mean here I have written opacity 1, that means the background color will be visible and it will take 4 seconds for visible our background color. So I hope it's clear. And now here I will write the animation name. Okay, so animation name I will write example. Okay, you can write any name of this animation, that's depend on you. And now here I will just create this animation. So first of all here I will write @keyframe, this one. Okay, and animation name which I have added here. If you add here different name, so you can paste here the different name. And now I will add the curly braces, and first of all 0%, and then here I will write this one, and opacity will be that is 0.1 and important. Okay, so like this thing just I will copy paste, and here I will change here that is 10%. So like this here I will just create some percentage and opacity also. So you can see I have done this one and I have written the opacity and the percentage. So you can do the same thing in your site. And now guys I will just write the code for our header. So first of all here I will go to HTML and just here I will start to write code for header. So header tag, and now here I will write container. So deep class container. So this is bootstrap class. Okay, you cannot change this class name, and this class is coming from this bootstrap CDL link which I will provide in my description. Just you have to go to my description, and from there you have to copy the link I will provide, and then you have to put in your project like same way, link relation style sheet and href, like this way you have to put. And now guys first of all here I will add the CSS for this header tag. Okay, so just here I will paste header, and now first of all I will add the padding. Padding is 80 pixel and 0. Top and bottom is 80 pixel and the left and right is 0. And now guys here just I will add another class. That class I will write because when I will scroll our page, so that time in this header will be position fixed. I mean when I will scroll our page, so that time this class I will add dynamically in this header. Okay, so that is. So now guys here just I will write background. So background is color this blackish color, and now border bottom. So border bottom is that is 1 pixel solid, and color is RGB, and the color code I will write that is 22 this color code. Okay, and now here I will add that is padding. So by default the padding will be 80 pixel, but when I will scroll, so that time the padding will be 20 pixel. And now the header will be position fixed, so that I will add in this class. And here I will write jet index 1 and width will be 100%, this one. Okay, so now guys this is done, and here just I will add logo. So deep class logo, and inside this logo here I will add the logo which I have already stored in my image folder. So dot slash then images folder, and here you can see logo, and I will write the alter tag inside this alter tag logo. So save, and then just I will show you the preview. You can see it's looking like this. So now here I will do one thing, just I will add a ID id is header, because when I will add some class in this header tag dynamically, so that time I will write document.getElement by id, so the id will be this one. Okay, so this is done, and now I will add the css for this logo. So first of all, here just I will paste this logo, and here I will set width of this logo class. Width will be 100 pixel, and then logo image, so this one width will be 100%, and the height also, okay, I don't need to write height, width will be perfect. So now save, and the HTML also I will do save, and now here if I refresh, so you can see now the logo is looking like this. So this is done, and now here I will add the content now. Okay, so this is banner, so just header, below of this header tag, here I will write banner, so section class, that is banner, and here I will write container, this one, this is bootstrap class, and in this banner first of all I will write h1 tag. Okay, but before that guys, I will write here banner content, so div class banner content. Okay, and now here I will write h1 tag. So inside this h1 tag our content will be this content first of all, so I will copy from here and just I will paste here, and now the p, so inside this p tag the content will be this one, so I will copy from here and just paste. Okay, and after that here I will write ul and li, and inside this li first of all h2 tag and then paragraph tag. Okay, the inside this h2 tag it will be this one, agency, so I will copy this thing, and in this paragraph tag it will be this one. Okay, so this agency I will write like this, I mean I will write as a capitalized format, and now I will just copy this li tag from here and I will paste more than 2 times, and just I will change the content, that is art direction, in this p tag, and it will be role. Okay, so heading will be role, and now date, and the date is this one. Okay, so I will just paste this one, and here I will write date. Okay, so this is done, and now I will just save, and here I will refresh, so you can see it's looking like this. And now our main thing, I have to be add the design. So guys, first of all I will copy this banner class, because I will add the design for this banner. So now just here I will write banner, and here I will add simply padding. The padding will be 80 pixel, top and right is 0, and the bottom is also 0, and but top right is 0 and the left is also 0, and the bottom will be 70 pixel. Okay, this is done, and now guys here I will write this banner content, because I will add the design for h1 and p tag. So banner content I will copy from here, and first of all h1 tag, and just again I will paste, and then p tag. So first of all inside this h1 tag I will add some css property, the font size. The font size will be 85 pixel, and now after that font weight, so font weight will be 600. Okay, and color is transparent, because if I show the design here, you can see the background color of this text is not any color, this is transparent, so that's why color is transparent. Okay, and now here I will write WebKit text stroke with this one. Okay, WebKit text stroke with 1 pixel, so that will add border like this. Background color is transparent and there is the border, that's color is white, so that is this one, WebKit text stroke width. And now just I will copy this one, paste, and instead of width here I will write color, and instead of 1 pixel I will write the border color, that is white. So if I save and now I will add the design, you can see it's looking like this, like here. So now I will add the design for this p tag. So first of all, in this p tag I will add color. So color is white, and font size is 16 pixel, and then line height is 24 pixel, and then opacity is 0.7, and then margin top is 15 pixel, and width is 400 pixel. Okay, so this is done, and now if I refresh, so you can see it's looking like this. And now I will just add the design for this UL li, this one. So I will copy this banner content, paste, and UL the first one, and here I will add the CSS. So first of all, in this UL I will write padding is 0, and then margin. So the margin is here 40 pixel in top, 0 0. Okay, so you can see it's starting from left. Okay, because I have written padding 0 and margin is left and right is 0, but only the top is 40 pixel. Okay, and now I will add the design for our li. So I will just write li and h2, because you can see inside this li tag there is the h2 and p tag. So li h2, and another I will write, that is li and p. So li h2, and just same thing I will copy from here, and instead of h2 here I will write p tag. Okay, so now, and another, just first of all I will copy this h2 tag. First of all I will add the design for our h2 tag. So if I write li tag, if I write li, that is display inline block, and width is 140 pixel. So now you will find, you can see it's now in a one line, this li tag in a one line. Okay, and now I will add the design for our h2 tag. So here first of all I will write margin bottom is 0.5 rem. Okay, and now font weight, so font weight is 700, and then line height is 1.1, and font size is 14 pixel, and then color is white color code, and text transform, that is uppercase. So save, and now you will find this h2 tag design. You can see it's looking like this. And now I will add the design for this p tag. So now guys, this one, and here first of all I will write font size is 14 pixel, and opacity is 0.6, and then I will write font weight is 600, and guys font size I will not write 14, I will write 15 pixel. So save and refresh. So you can see it's looking like this. This is done. And now guys, here just below the banner I will create another section that will call gallery. So now here I will write section class gallery. Okay, and here I will write container, same thing, that is bootstrap plus container, and here I will write bootstrap class row. Okay, and guys before that here just I will write another class, that is div class gallery container. Okay, and inside this gallery container I will cut the row and just I will paste here. And now here I will divide into two columns. So call md is 6, and now just I will copy and paste here. And now here I will put a image. So image source dot slash images, and inside this image folder you can see I have already stored a image, and here I will write gallery left. Okay, this is our alter tag name, and just I will copy the same thing, paste here, and this image name I will change it right, and here I will write the alter tag name also right. So save, and now refresh. So you can see it's looking like this. So now I will add the CSS property. So first of all I will add the CSS for this gallery. So I will copy, and now guys here I will copy this gallery, and here I will paste, and first of all here I will write the background, that is this color code. Okay, and now I will come here again and I will copy this gallery container, and just here I will paste, and now first of all I will add padding 100 pixel 0 and the border top. So I will copy the color, this color code, and here I will write border top 1 pixel solid and this color code. Okay, this one, and here just I will, okay, already I copied. So this one I will copy again, paste and image. Okay, and now here with 100%, now you can see it's looking like this. So now here I will go to write script code. So that means guys, when just I will scroll, first of all I have to make our header position is fixed. So here I will come to this script, and here I will write window dot on scroll equals to function, and here I will write the function name, that is my function. Okay, and parenthesis. So now I will just copy this function name, and here I will write function and this one and curly braces, and now here I will write if document dot body dot scroll top, when it will be scroll top, that is 60, or I will write again, that is document element dot scroll top 6, this one, and here I will write a else part. So that means when our document will be scroll more than 60, I mean when I will scroll this one, so this call whole of this page called document, so when our scroll will be more than 60, so that time I will add header effect. So here I will write document dot get element by id, and the id is first of all this header. So just here I will write id dot, and now here I will write class list dot add, and inside this header I will add the class which I have add for this header, this one. So now here just I will add this color header. Okay, save, and now here I will copy the same thing, and here I will write remove in the else part. So save and refresh. So if I scroll, so you can see the header is fixed, you can see here. Okay, and now I will change this background color here. So now header is fixed, and now I will add the background color, I mean I will change the background color. So just here, so guys now I will copy this one, and again I will go to here, and now I will write again document dot get element by id, and the id is this one, dot class list dot add, and now for this bg position here I already have written the class, this one bg, so I will add this class here, and now just copy, and here I will paste, and just I will write remove. So this is done. Save and refresh. So if I scroll, you can see the site is done, you can see here. So I hope guys you have enjoyed this video, and if you find this video is helpful, so please like this video, and you can subscribe my channel, and also press the notification bell icon to get more